What is up, guys, and welcome to a bit of a different video here today. What this video is going to be is I'm literally just going to be talking about kind of my plans for manga for the rest of the year and kind of what I want to do. I'll be going through every single series in my collection bar 3 and just talking about them. Like, I've kind of put them into sections roughly, and then I'll just be talking about kind of my plan for those mangas and stuff like that. The 3 mangas I haven't put in this collection or this video are Attack on Titan, No Regrets, Death Note, and All You Need Is Kill, because they're the 3 finished series that I have in my collection. Other than that, every other series I'll be talking about. So, just give like a loose plan for the rest of the year is, I just want to finish all the series that I have in my collection. I mean, I doubt that in the next 4 months I'll actually be able to get every single volume for every single series that I have in my collection at the moment. But that's kind of a loose plan. Like, I only wanted to start 4 new series for the rest of the year, so that's if you spread out a series per month. But mostly the plan is to continue series. I'll talk a little bit more about those 4 series that I want to start at the end of the video, but let's just get straight into it with the first kind of section I have, and that's just my stuff that isn't Viz section, is what I call it pretty much. It's the only 3 series that I have that aren't Viz Media. One of them is the Ancient Magus Bride. I haven't read this yet, but I do actually think this will be one if not the only series that isn't Viz that I'll be continuing, because it is really interesting to me. And then 2 series I talked about in my last video, the tag, was these 2 soft drops that I have here in Soul Eater and Before the Fall. I haven't read volume 2 of Soul Eater, which I have, so if that's really amazing then I might change my mind about it. But I couldn't get with the first volume. I just didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. I don't know what it was, but I just couldn't get into it. And then Before the Fall, it's just, I kind of wanted to get into normal Attack on Titan before I just read any side stories other than the No Regrets that I've read. So yeah, that's the first section, which is just my stuff that isn't Viz. Alright, in this next section, well, everything in the rest of this video is going to be Viz Media, just to let you know. But this next section is all the series that I'm caught up with. So this is the series that I have all the volumes for up until the latest one. And these are just series that my plan is to just keep on top of the volumes. Every time they release one, buy it so that I don't really lag behind. We have One Punch Man here. Recently acquired this final volume that I needed. Volume 15 comes out in January, so I won't be buying another volume of One Punch Man this year. My Hero Academia releases every other month, so their next volume comes out in October in the UK. So they'll have 2 more volumes coming out this year, so that shouldn't be too bad. My Hero Academia Vigilantes, which is the side story, that again releases I think it's every 3 months, so they have 1 or 2 more volumes coming out this year. Promised Neverland releases the same day as My Hero, so we'll have 2 more volumes coming out. Astro Lost in Space can kind of go with another section I have later, as I do know when it finishes, and it does finish this year in December. But I decided to keep here with the series I'm up to date with. Volume 4 actually comes out in a few days, so I like to stay up to date with that. And then Black Torch. This is one of those series that only has 1 volume out at the moment. So speaking like with the volume series that only have 1 volume out, like Dr. Stone and Demon Slayer, they're series that I do want to get this year as well. I'm not going to count them as the 4 series that I want to start, because they are series that I just want to, similar to these, keep up to date with the releases so I don't lag behind. So yeah, there are 2 series that I want to get, but not 2 series that I'm including in the 4 series I want to start for the rest of the year, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's the next section. Next up, we have just 4 series here, and those are box set series. So these are series that I'm going to complete in box sets, not series that I'm going to buy in individual volumes. So you have Naruto, I got box set 2 recently, and box set 3 will complete the series for me. Then we have Tokyo Ghoul. There's a complete box set coming out for this later this year. Again, looking forward to that. Then Bleach, again box set 3 for this is coming out later this year, which will, the 3 box sets together will complete the 74 volume series. And then One Piece, which has 3 volumes, 3 box sets, and is still ongoing. So I don't know when the 4th box set will come out, if it does. But yeah, a series again that I want to get in the box sets. So that's that lot. Let me just have a quick cut here so I can get some more manga over here. Alright, about that. So the next lot is series that are completed in my collection, or in the case of 2 of the series that I know the endings for, like how many volumes there are going to be. So we've got here Magi, which ends at 37, I believe, and they're currently on 31 in English releases. This is a series that I haven't actually got into it yet, but it just looks amazing. And that's kind of a running theme. I definitely do have a huge backlog, but I'll talk about that afterwards. Dead Man Wonderland, again, complete at 13 volumes. Another series I haven't got into. Again, another series I haven't got into. Monster, complete at 9 perfect editions, or 18 normal volumes. Assassination Classroom, which is the only series I have actually read in terms of these completed series. Complete at 21 volumes. Now, I'm kind of holding out hope that they'll bring out a box set for it, but I'm not 100% sure. That's why I haven't really picked up a volume of it in a while, because I'm kind of holding out hope. And I ended up buying like the first 6 volumes of Tokyo Ghoul, and then they announced the box set, so kind of annoying. I'm going to be losing a bit of money there, but it's still mathematically cheaper to get the box set. Plus I want the poster and the box itself. Then we have Kuroko's Basketball, which will be completed in 15 of these 2-in-1 editions, so 30 volumes. This is just the only other sports series I have, other than another one, Haikyuu. And I'm kind of a fan of basketball, but not the biggest fan of basketball, so... But I do definitely want to get into it more. And obviously in the UK, basketball is not as big. And although we do have a basketball league here in the UK, it's just not as popular over there or competitive as over there in America. And finally, Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is complete in 13 of these 3-in-1 volumes. The only reason I actually got this first volume is because it was the only anime I watched as a child and what I grew up with, and I absolutely love the card game. And I'm planning to get the whole Yu-Gi-Oh! Universe in terms of manga, not just the main story, but also all the spin-offs. Alright, so the penultimate section is series that are still ongoing, but I haven't caught up with them. This is probably the series I want to catch up with the most, because if you watch my first impressions, you'll know how I thought about this first volume. But yeah, out of all these series here, this is definitely the series I want to catch up with the most. It's currently at 7 volumes, so it's not that much of a catch up to do. But yeah, definitely a series I want to catch up with. Haikyuu, like I said, the only other sports series. I think what kind of turned me off from getting more volumes is I did watch like half of the first season, although I'm pretty sure stuff in here is new content, but I did watch like half of the first season, and because they're releasing them monthly here in the UK, it's just kind of like scary, the fact that I could buy 1 volume a month and I'd still be the same amount behind. But they are, I think, 2 volumes behind now in terms of Japanese releases, so Haikyuu is going to be becoming like 2 to 3 months apart now, which is kind of annoying, but I have catching up to it anyway. Food Wars, which I've just been holding off because I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. I still liked it, but I hear that once you get past or into the later volumes, the fan service definitely depletes, and it does get a much better series, so I can stick out the first couple volumes and see if the series gets better. Hunter x Hunter, if you watch my first impressions, I really put out one of my earlier videos, then you'd know the reason I stopped doing this is because the art that I've seen in later volumes plus the constant hiatuses just makes for a bad coupling, and it kind of turned me off from continuing the series. But I've read some Yu Yu Hakusho online, and it's definitely made me fall back in love with Togashi and his series. And then the final one is Blue Exorcist. I just held off on this because I'd watched the anime season 1 and season 2, but season 2 was awful. But I finally started collecting the manga, and I bought volume 2 recently to be my next haul. And I do look forward to getting more of that. There's 19 volumes out at the moment. I think the manga's on hiatus, which isn't great, but should be back soon, so shouldn't be too much of a problem. Alright, the final section is just all the series that I haven't mentioned thus far, and there's kind of reasons that I haven't put them into any other collections or sections. Sorry. We have 20th Century Boys. I just want to get the perfect. I've seen the perfect editions recently, and I just want to go for those. So this first volume I'll just give away to a friend who's recently started manga collecting. So yeah, that's why that's there. JoJo's, because they're hardcover volumes, they're a bit more expensive, and it's just I haven't had like the fun to just buy a bunch of hardcovers, especially because they're on part 3 now. So I've kind of just held off on it, but I haven't actually read this, and I hear that part 3 is amazing, so I might just go all the way to there. But I'm someone who likes to read the whole story before getting into it. Dragon Ball Super, there's 4 volumes out of this at the moment, but I wanted to read Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z through the Vizbigs first off, so I kind of just bought this as a random buy. I might just pick up a Dragon Ball Super volume here and there, so that when I do eventually get to it, I have a nice backlog, so that might be something I catch up with, but no guarantees. Then The Grey Man, I have 9 volumes of this and I haven't read it, so it's completely open-ended whether I will or will not enjoy it, but I have a nice backlog of volumes to make my final decision on that as to whether I will or not continue it. And finally, for series in my collection, we have Vagabond. Now, the only reason I haven't continued getting more of this because this is the best art that you'll see in manga. I haven't continued with this simply because I'm not sure if the series will ever be completed in the 13th Vizbig or not, and I really don't like having series that are incomplete. But with this series, I might have to make a one-off and just get it because it is just that good. So yeah, that's every single series in my collection and kind of where they stand at the moment. Now, as I said before, my plan for the rest of the year is to buy 4 series. I kind of had an idea for the 4 series, but now I'm a little more open-ended as to what they get. 2 of them I definitely really want to get are Dragon Ball, going through Z with the Vizbigs, and Slam Dunk because I want another sports series. However, Slam Dunk is again a bit open-ended. It's either going to be between Slam Dunk or Whistle for the sports series that I'm going to get. But the other 2 are definitely really open-ending. So I'd just like you guys to leave in the comments what series you'd recommend for me to get, and just kind of leave a reason behind it. Leave a reason why I think it's a good series, and kind of try and like change my mind towards it as to why I should get a series you're trying to advertise, pretty much like making a sale. So just let me know in the comment section down below the other 2 series that I should start and why. A couple of ideas I had is Fullmetal Alchemist, I'm a Hero, good zombie series. But yeah, again, those last 2 slots are really definitely open to it. So yeah, try and make the sale. Hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of a different video today to start off this week. I'll try to be giving you guys constant uploads. I know I'm a little bit bad with that, but I'll try my best to do so. Hopefully you guys have a great day. Peace.